All right, good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. I hope everyone is doing well. Some of you know, some of you may not know, my mom has been in the hospital. She's okay, but she is getting out today, so I am very excited. And of course, now my husband is getting sick. So we're just going from one end to the other, but we just take things as they come, right? We just kind of have to roll with the punches and do what we're able to do to the best of our ability. My goal right now is to just try not to get sick. But today we are going to do a just nice basic type of workout. Majority of the exercises can be done body weight, but we're going to use some light weights today as well. We've got 6 exercises that we are going to do 2 rounds, 45 seconds work, 15 seconds rest, and then we have another 6 exercises down on the floor. Again, this one we're going to do right, left, and just alternate between the two, so you'll have 10 total exercises. So this is going to be about a 20-ish minute workout today, not including warm-up and cool down, but let's go ahead and get started. And we're going to start with just heel lifts. We're going to start waking up those ankles. So the most important thing, just like with any workout, is to do what you're able to do. And I want you to challenge yourself, and I want you to push yourself a little bit, but at the same time, getting the body moving is kind of the important thing, right? 3. Here's 2. All right, now we're going to do the opposite. We're going to lift, set it down, lift, set it down. So toes come up. So think about lifting all of your toes, the ball of your foot, and we're trying to keep our heel down on the ground. We want to lift with those muscles on the front of our leg. Those are our shins. Our tibialis anterior is the big muscle. Good. 4. 3, try to keep those knees pretty straight. Good, bring it in the center. We're going to take right foot, swing it forwards and back. So nice, good swing, and I want you to think about keeping your core nice and tight. Good. 2. All right, let's switching sides, up and back. And if you need to hold on to something, please feel free to. Good. 8, 7, 6, 5, last 4, 3, 2. All right, switching sides, we're going to take it out and in, out and in. If you want to start adding in a good side raise, wake up the shoulders. Good. 4, 3, 2, switching sides. Here we go. I'm going to bring it out in front. A little bit of a challenge. Can you reach it up overhead? 4, 3, 2, switching sides, circles, up, circle it around, and bring it back, up and around. So all of these are meant to wake up your hips, and these are some good exercises to do if you walk or if you run. Good, other side, up and around, bring it back. This is also really good for balance, as you might be able to tell. Last one. Feet hip width apart, deadlift down, 2, up, 2. Now you can just have hands down by your thighs, and your hands are going to run down your legs and come back up. Good, we're gonna speed it up, so down and up. So think about pulling that belly button in. We don't wanna arch our backs, and we don't wanna round and fold. Hips. Slow squats, down, 2, up, 2, nice and tall. So notice my knees do go towards my toes, but I'm focusing on pushing my hips back. Good, down and up, speed it up, down and up. Think about all the times we have to get down on the floor. Where do our knees go? They do kind of go over our toes. All right, we're gonna lunge. So forward lunge, take it back. So slow and steady, don't worry about keeping up with the music here. We don't even have any lunges in our routine today, which is not a bad thing. Actually, we have side lunges, but that's okay, right? But we're just working on waking up those legs. gonna do just a couple more. Last one. Let's bring it in, take the legs nice and wide. We're just going to go side, side. So a little quicker. This is one of the exercises we're doing. You have the option to grab a dumbbell, and we're gonna do a pass. 4, 3, step it in, arms up, open and close, squeeze. So think stretch, press. I want you to think, squeeze the shoulders together and then separate. Bring it in, big breath in, take it out. So arms all the way up, thumbs together. Good, couple more right here. Last one, move to the side, plank walk out. Squat it down, walk it out to a plank, hold it, and then walk yourself back up to standing. So squat it down, walk it out, take as many hand steps as you need. Try to keep your shoulders over your wrists as much as you can. It's not going to stay perfectly over your shoulder, but we think about bracing our core and using a nice, good, stable position to walk ourselves forwards and backwards. Now you can always do this placing your hand on a chair, walk your feet back. We want to get some good shoulder stability in here. Good, let's bring it all the way back up. And we're gonna take side steps. We're gonna add in some arm reaches. So now we're just getting our heart rate up just a little bit. Change it to a curl, reach and pull. Now you can reach and pull a little lower, but if you can, pull it down. You're pulling your chin up over that bar. Back to side steps. We're gonna change it to a little bit of a skater. Cross behind. Good, 4, 3, 2. All right, let's march it out, shake it out. Roll the shoulders up, back and down into your back pocket. Grab a quick drink. So we've got 6 exercises, 45 seconds work, 15 seconds rest. And we're just gonna do exercise 1 through 6, and then we're gonna repeat. So we have some double-sided exercises, and then we're gonna have some single-sided thrown in there. Round 1 we'll do right, round 2 we'll do left. Squat with a cross punch. If you wanna grab weights, great. Shoulders down, I've got 3s. Squat, punch, punch, squat, punch, punch. All right, 45 seconds in 4, 3, 2, and 1. So chest up, down and up, cross, cross. Now you can just bring it up and punch right to the center. Chest is tall. Now if you want to do corner to corner, you can just do core rotation, or you can rotate the hip. So it just depends. If you've got osteoporosis or osteopenia in your spine, you might want to just do centers, no rotation, or you rotate. If you watch my legs, my shoulders stay in line with my hips, so there's no spinal rotation here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, weighted knee drivers. You can hold on to 2 separate dumbbells. I like holding on to one, holding it on the end. We're gonna take arm out, toe back, bring it in, and keep repeating that if you can. Here we go. We're gonna go faster. Good reach. So I want you to think about pressing up, overhead, and we're balancing on the standing leg. So we don't wanna pop, we're balancing. Good reach. Now you can do this without weights as well. Weights are not required. And I'm seriously regretting grabbing an 8. So you can always hold it right here. Good knee driver, focus on the legs. This is some cardio. Reach it. 10 seconds to go. Almost done. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome, awesome. All right, weighted march. Weighted march, option 1 here. Option 2 here. Option 3, single arm. This is core. Here we go. Stand tall, march, and march. What I want you to notice is I'm not doing a lot of wobbling. I'm not going side to side. I'm stabilizing my shoulder. Shoulder blade is down, packed against my torso. Good marches. So belly's in. You don't want to let the ribs flare. Pull them in. Nice and tall. 15 seconds to go. Deadlift with row. And again, you can do a single dumbbell or focus on one side. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in, set it down. So I'm gonna do the arm that was overhead. You can do 2 arms, especially if you've got light weight, that's usually a good idea. Here we go. Hips back, row, and stand up tall. So forward, pull, and bring it up. Hinge the hips. If you're against a wall or close to a wall, tap your hips to the wall, hold it when you bow forwards, and pull. And you can see when I do my row, I'm not pulling, letting my arm go out way far. It seems like you'd want to, but you don't. Forward, lift, and bring it up. So if you've got light weights, try to do both arms at the same time. You're gonna get volume. My volume is coming from a heavier weight. Good, 3, 2, and 1. All right, side lunge with that dumbbell pass. Again, this is a little bit of cardio for you. You can do this with or without a weight. Standing tall. 3, 2, and 1. So we reach left hand to right foot, then we switch right hand to left foot. So we don't want to turn our bodies. We want to sit our hips back into our heels. This is a little core stability here. You don't have to go super deep, but it's also good for our brains. Having to switch that dumbbell from hand to hand in the middle requires our brain to think a little bit. We're also crossing the midline of the body. Now you can keep it slow if you need to, okay? But if you can, speed it up a bit. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. Hold a warrior position. We're gonna do a nice, good single arm kickback. So stand on one leg, forward fold, finish position for rows, kick it back right here. If you need to, hand is on a wall, a countertop, or a chair. Okay, if you need to, your back foot is barely touching the ground. I want you to get as much weight into this leg as possible. Your leg does not have to be perfectly straight. A little bit of a soft bend in the knee is gonna help a little. And then sitting back into your hips a bit, like you're doing a little mini deadlift, you're gonna get a nice good burn in your glutes. This is isometric, which means the muscle does not get longer and shorter, but we're still getting some work there. 2, and 1. Bring it up, shake it out. Grab a super quick drink of water. Round 1 is done. We're gonna go through this again. Round 2. And for a lot of these drills, we're gonna switch sides. So grab those weights, squat to cross punch. Good. 8, 7, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice and tall, so we squat it down. Chest is tall, punch, and punch. So osteoporosis, again, no rotation. Bring it in, punch right to the front. If you can, corner, corner. Notice when I did this one, my hips stay pointing to the front. Okay, so my rotation is from my upper spine. My third option, if I want to go corner to corner, is to pivot on the ball of the foot and the big toe. Keep my shoulder in line with my hips. This one is okay for osteoporosis, as long as, again, you're not doing that twist. Shoulder in line with my hip. Yes? Good job. Bring it in. Weighted knee driver on the other side. I'm still grabbing my 8. I don't know why. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take it out. Pull it in. Now, it can be slow, but this is core. This is balance. But if you can, we're going to sink in. We're going to get our heart rates up here. Full-blown option. No weights. Pull it down. This is still going to get your heart rate up. Adding the weight just adds a little bit more shoulders. Bring it up, a little more intense. 20 seconds to go. We can do this. Heart rate is up. Glutes are burning, which I'm not sure my glutes have actually recovered from earlier this week. Now you can just do a tap, but you got 5 seconds. Drive that knee. 2 and 1. Good job. Bring it in. We're going for those marches. So remember, option 1, option 2, option 3. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. So nice and tall, steady march. I want you to notice when you do your march, do you have one side where you're a little more wobbly than the other? Okay. Push that floor away, pull the belly in, and stabilize. This is a slow and steady, so we don't want to march it fast. Slow and steady, stable, stable, stable. 15 seconds, deadlift to row. If you notice one side you wobble, really be aware. So belly in, good press. Awesome, weights down, deadlift with row. And again, I'm doing single-sided. And this for me, since I'm going a little heavier, is also good because I have to work on anti-flexion. Here we go. So take it down, lift, and then stand tall. Forward, pull. Now what weights you choose are always up to you, okay? And you may be limited. You might not have a lot of weights available, and that's okay. But especially as we age, especially as women, but men too, we start losing muscle mass. And they say starting at like the age of 30, we start losing muscle mass. When we start getting into our 40s, we start entering perimenopause. Yes, that's like the big thing now. Perimenopause. Menopause is literally like the day of your last period. And then you are postmenopausal. We need strength training, last one, to help us maintain our bone density and our muscle mass. So you need to lift. All right, side lunge, dumbbell pass. You need to lift. And you want to lift a weight that's challenging. Okay, here we go. So like you could see, this is probably a little light for me. I really probably should go a little heavier here. But I'm focusing on a little more heart rate, a little more technique. And I'm still using an 8-pounder. But you saw from my rows, I was using a 15. Some days I grab a 20 because I've worked up to it. So I started with my 8s and my 10s, started with my rows with lighter weights, but then I progress, build that muscle, maintain and even build a little. We're not gonna get bulky. We're not gonna be bodybuilders. 10 seconds. But we need to maintain bone density, need to maintain our muscle mass. Bring it in. Warrior, tricep kickback. And I have people that do my classes, that do the strength training, that have improved their bone density. All right, let's get into our warrior. Here we go, kick it back. And I think I need to switch sides. I do. I was gonna do the same side again. Because remember, left arm was up. Now I'm doing my kickback here. I have somebody that went off of her medications for osteoporosis, for her bone density. So she improved her bone density. I have somebody else that physical therapy said, you know, her knees are kind of bad. but she can avoid surgery for a few more years because of the exercises that we're doing. She's still eventually going to have it, but she can put it off and she can wait a little bit longer. Good, 3, 2, and 1. All right, bring it in, shake it out. Walk around, grab a drink of water. So that's why I'm saying find something. Does not have to be me, okay? I would absolutely love it if it is with me. Find something that you can do. All right, start as soon as you can. Something is better than nothing, always. If you have to leave now, you got a 20-minute workout in, or 15-ish, right? If you want to join me on the floor, we're gonna head down to the floor. You can do a lot of these exercises standing or using a chair. I am going to grab a mat, put it under my knees. My knees do not like kneeling, and I want to keep my knees healthy. That is my plan. So we're gonna do a bird dog with a front raise. So we're actually gonna be getting back of the shoulder. If you're standing, you're gonna sit or you're gonna stand. Forward folded, hands can be on the seat of your chair, and you're still going to do the front raise with us. Body weight, or I've got 3s. That's probably gonna be a little heavy, but it's the lightest one that I have. So we're gonna get into a nice good hands and knees position. If you wanna add a little extra core, you're gonna add an opposite leg lift. We have 10 total exercises here, including the rights and the lefts. So nice and tall, push that floor away. Hand is up, 3, 2, and 1. So we're gonna bring it up, lift and hold, bring it back down. Now I'm just getting the end of my dumbbell to touch the floor. I'm not bringing it all the way back. I don't quite have enough room. And the focus is, can you get your arm parallel to the floor and bring it down? You can absolutely be hands and knees, no leg lift. Challenge. What happens a lot, we get stuck, so we arch our back so that we can get that arm higher. This is working the muscle back of the shoulder. This is gonna help you get a little bit of overhead work, because if you can see right now, this is a position I would be overhead if I was standing. Good, 3, 2, and 1. Give those wrists a break. We're gonna do the exact same thing on the other side. So we've got a right, left, a both, a right, left, a both, and a right, left. All right, so good position. Take that opposite leg back. Your time is on. Lift and down. And I also want you to take note, can one side go high and the other side is only halfway up? That's the side that you know you need to do a little bit of more work on. Do a little mobility, do a little stretching, and then a little bit more strengthening. And again, this one's challenging. I've got a 3, and that is more than enough for me. This is one where you can grab those 1 and 2 pound dumbbells and realize, holy cow, this is really hard. And for some of you, body weight might be where you're sitting. Good, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, bring it in. Half kneeling position. We're gonna do a swing. Half kneeling. So, right foot forward, left hand has the dumbbell. You're gonna take it back and up. So a hinge, like you're trying to take your hips to your bum, back and up, back and up. So if you are here, you're gonna have your back leg straight, your front heel is gonna be down. So this is gonna be you if you are standing, okay? If you are kneeling, it's honestly just hips back and then nice and tall. So my front knee does go a little forward and back just because my hips go back, down and up. Don't have to get your hips to your heels. Bow, tummy towards your thigh. 3, 2, and 1. Switching sides. So again, this is a little bit of cardio, but this is good hip work, good hinging. My knee is over my front ankle, shoulder is down. Here we go. So back and up. So nice and tall. I just get my tummy to my thigh. My chest is not going to my thigh. Hips are back. Nice and tall, good swing. And this is usually okay for most people's knees, but again, you can do standing. So if you're standing, your weight is on your back leg, your front heel is down, toe is lifted. Just like a normal kettlebell swing, dumbbell swing. If you've done class with me, we've done them before. Should be feeling that back glute, that kneeling leg. Good, 3, 2, and 1. All right, plank up downs. Plank position, you're gonna go high plank to low plank. One time only, okay? One time only. So we're not doing a right and left side here. So we're gonna take it down, and then we're gonna bring it up. Now option, elbow down, come right back up. Elbow down, come right back up. Or you can do the opposite, elbows, hand to the floor, back to elbow, hand. But if you can, come up. You're kind of doing, a lot of times they call these plank to push up, where you're on an elbow plank, and then you come up like you're doing a push up. I practice taking each hand down first and back up. Try to keep those hips nice and level. We don't want to do big turns. Awesome job. Set it back. Donkey kick. We've got a lot of knee stuff today. This one you can do standing, or you can do this on your forearms. Donkey kick, fire hydrant. Donkey kick, fire hydrant. Your time is on. So holding a good bird dog position if you want to stay standing. Always an option. Donkey kick, fire hydrant. Try not to let that knee come in front of the opposite knee. Back, in line, lift, in line. So we don't want to come up and then lift it in the front. Trying to get back of the body, side lift. Yes? Yes, yes. You can be on your forearms, but we want to make sure that we're not arching our back. It's just a little bit different. Good donkey kick. This is core work. Even though we're not working abs functionally, or I should say we are working abs functionally, we're not on the floor. We're not on our backs doing crunches. We're gonna switch sides right here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Brace that core, shoulders down, lift, and out. Good, kick it. Side leg. Notice my hips are staying level. I'm not letting my leg lift really high and shift my weight. I'm really focusing on glutes and outer thigh. Lift and side leg. 20 seconds to go. You're well over halfway here. After this, we have mountain climbers. And our last exercise, we are going to do star crunches. Back and out. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, give it a break. All right, you can do mountain climbers at an incline. You can do a weighted overhead march again. That is absolutely an option if you prefer. All right, here we go. Now, if you have issues with your wrists, you can see I've got my mat under the heel of my hands, which means I'm putting less pressure on those wrists, because instead of flexing them way back, they're only part way back. If you have a countertop or a chair, you're gonna bring it down, knee drive. Hold a good plank. That means shoulders down away from the ears. Sometimes we start letting our ears drop between our elbows. We wanna stay tall, pull them down. Stabilize. So lift, lift. Good, we've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. On your backs, we're gonna do a star crunch. Now, if you're standing, you're gonna do a single-sided mummy kick, right hand to left leg, okay? Otherwise, we're down. So we're gonna take left arm, right arm to left leg. You pick, as long as you're doing opposites. Now, option 1, osteoporosis, Low, your body stays on the floor. We're just doing an open and a close. Option 2, we crunch. Can we crunch, reaching diagonally, hand to the opposite foot? You can even keep it right here and not worry about the legs. Third option is we lift up on that elbow, we crunch, we form a V. 10 seconds to go. Pick your option. You have lots of choices. Short rest. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side. This is your last exercise for today. Take it out to the side. Pull that belly in towards that spine. Arm is up. Here we go. So option 1, pull the low back into the floor. Arm reaches towards your toe. Okay? This is your spine safe because we're not arching and rounding our low back. Now we have our option. Can we lift that shoulder off the floor? Can we touch our pinky toe? Can we reach it, crunch it up, pinky toe, lift it high? Third option, we actually bring it up, arm is out to the side. This is kind of similar to a get up. This one's kind of hard for me too. I'm progressing. All right, bring it up. Whew. All right, you can lay back on your back. You can have a seat, whatever is comfortable for you. Clear out your space a little bit. We're gonna do some stretching. Probably a little bit of mobility work. All right, we're gonna sit nice and tall. Hands are gonna be by your hips. Legs are a little bit wide. We're gonna sit nice and tall. Right knee, rotate the right knee in, take it out. Rotate in, take it out. So I'm not letting my hip, my glutes come off the floor. Bring it in, take it back, other side. Take it in and out. And I want you to take a note, just like always, just like we did in the rest of the workout. Is one side easier than the other? Good, right then left. So right and left. Right, left. Good, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna take both knees over to the side. And we can bend so that our front foot is kind of in line with our thigh. We're gonna have our hand by our hip in the back. We're gonna press this knee into the ground, squeeze this glute. We're trying to open up our hip right here. I feel this a lot in my outer glute because this is the hip that I have issues with, so I feel this a little bit from the muscles that are kind of tight. So I don't always feel it in my hip on the front, but I do feel it here. Good. All right, switching over to the other side, same thing. So we're gonna press this knee into the ground. We're gonna squeeze this glute, push the hip forwards. And you can lean back a little as long as you're leaning back by pushing the hip forward and we're not leaning back and arching our low back. So nice, good glute squeeze, push it to the front. Release, take it back over to the other side. We are getting some hip work in here. So this back leg, we're going to rotate the hip in again. Can we get our foot off the floor? You might have to lean back a little for this one. So we're gonna lift, rotate it in, set it down. This one's a hard one. Lift, set it down, lift. You're gonna find one leg works really well, set it down, one leg doesn't. All right, switch it over to the other side. Nice and tall, so we're gonna lift, and down. And you may notice like my ankle, my foot does weird things, like I'm trying to lift it up. Lift and down. Good, one more time. Lift and down. Let's take this bottom leg, slide it underneath the top leg. We're going to come over to our hands and knees position again. We're gonna do a little bit of wrist work here. So shoulders down, Now when we do wrist work, this is gentle. You might have to start with your hands out farther. Spread those fingers. You're on your heel of your hand from your thumb all the way out. We don't want to rotate out. And we're going to press it forwards. Feel a stretch. Take it back. Stretch them out. Good. Take it forward and back. Now to make it harder, you're going to go a little bit farther and then take it back. So we're getting a little bit of movement here, but we're stretching out those wrists. Pain-free range of motion. Slow and gentle. And take it back. Good. Now find a comfortable position, hands and knees. Shoulder circle. So we're going to think about squeezing our shoulders. We're going to take our shoulders up by our ears. Now we're going to pull them back and down, and then we're going to push the floor away. The challenge with this, brace your core, and then we're going to keep our elbows nice and straight. We want this to be all shoulders. This takes practice. Good. Now we're going to go the other direction. So shoulders towards our ears, push the floor away, pull them down, and then squeeze them together. Really pull the belly button in. I find I like to arch my back on this one. Good. Let's go ahead and sit back into puppy. We're going to stretch those arms out. Hips can stay high. We're trying to drop our armpits down towards the floor. Add a little wiggle, side to side. Little stretch. Good. We're going to pull ourselves forward into a plank. We're going to take our right foot by our right hand. Back knee can be up or down. We're going to drop our elbow down towards the floor, and then we're going to open towards the ceiling. One more time, take it down, and then we're going to bring it up and back. Switching sides, left foot by your left hand. Right knee can be up or down. And again, elbow down towards the floor. Open up nice and tall. Good, one more time. Take it down and bring it up. Back down into the center. Bring it back to a kneeling position. We're going to tuck our toes under, right hand on your right heel. Squeeze the glute, and we're going to open up back behind us. If this is not for you today, you're going to squeeze your glutes and just reach like you've got an itch on your calf. Bring it back in the center. Hips to heels, left hand, left foot, or left heel. Squeeze the glutes. Open it up and back. And release. We're going to take our strong leg around to the front, hand on the thigh, push ourselves up nice and tall. Big breath in, thumbs up. Give yourself a pat on the back. Take it out to the side, rotate, thumbs down. Can we get our hands to the small of our back without arching our tummy? Good, take it out to the side, rotate, thumbs up, pat on the back. Take it out to the side, rotate, thumbs down. Bring it back in. Good, last time we're just gonna do a nice deep breath in, spread those fingers, exhale, thumb to index, middle, ring, and pinky. Good, ear to shoulder, side to side. Stretching out that head and that neck. Bring the head up, pull the chin back, look to the right, look to the left. And final, big breath in, spread the fingers. And exhale, and you are all done. So give yourself a nice good pat on the back for doing this workout with me. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you liked the workout. If you did, hit that thumbs up button. Be sure to subscribe for more workouts like this one. I do a little bit of something different every weekend. I'm thinking next weekend I might need to sneak some mobility in there. It's been a few weeks since we have done that, and it is so important. I know it's not fun, but it is very important to do some mobility and some stretching every week, at least once or twice a week. But have a wonderful day. Enjoy the weather. At least for us, the sun is out today, which is a good thing. It's cold, but it's sunny. Have a wonderful day. Have a good week. I hope to see you in class again. Bye.